Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Rocqi, your revolutionary hippie from LifeIsRocqi. Today I'm coming to you live from the Indigenous Red Market, and I got myself a new necklace. I wanted to have some food, but my money was short today. But yeah, it's I guess hosted by the Native American Health Center here in Oakland. And I just saw some dancers. They had all different types of dancers. I can't remember the name. They had the fancy shawl dancers, the fancy bustle dancers, and then the grass dancers, I think. So yeah, so you can see it in the background. They had beautiful, beautiful artistry, just a lot of beadwork, blankets. So I definitely want to start attending more indigenous events in Oakland. Like, the West Coast has more indigenous people than I've ever met in my life. And then, well, if you think about it, the reservations are out here. So I wanted to, yeah, start contributing, start supporting, start learning, culture and history from their mouths, And they had some performers here. And one of the performers was saying his story as an indigenous person in this country and born and raised on the reservation and things like that. So I'm definitely glad that I'm in an area where I can do this more often. And like, I've always connected to indigenous culture. I've always been fascinated by it, wanting to understand it, wanting to learn it, but I really had just not a lot of access to any information, just because they don't teach it in schools, and they definitely tried to, genocide. So I'm glad they're here. I'm glad they're thriving, and I'm glad that they're hosting events like this so other people can learn too, other people can support and actually give back to indigenous owned businesses instead of buying from like Target and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna put a list of indigenous businesses in the description box below. Please subscribe. If you're in the Bay, check out, I followed a bunch. I followed Bigfoot Indian Tacos, Wahpepah's kitchen, as well as the Native American Health Center, just so I can keep up to date on events, locations, things like that. But this is the Indigenous Red Market, so yeah, I enjoyed myself, and I'm glad that I could be a part of it. All right, subscribe, and peace and love.